So yeah, man, let's go ahead and get right into it.
Have you actually watched old boy Ja Morant?
Nah, I haven't watched any games, so of course, like I tell you all the time, and now a lot of times I get put on by Marcel. You know what I'm saying? So I had I can't remember how. So it was like a dunk came on Bleacher Report. So I was
Yeah.
like, I think I like sent it to his phone, and he was like, "Oh man," he was like, "That's John Morant." So I'm like, "What?" Like, you know what I'm saying? So he started telling me all about him, telling me his story. You know what I mean? And that's how I kind of got put on. So of course, I just been watching highlights, catching the games here and there, because I be gone with him a lot. So I hadn't actually got to sit down and watch him play. And I read a little a little bit of his backstory or whatever, and about him and Zion playing together, and
Yeah, and AAU and all.
yeah, and so a lot of people had it wrong. Like he did have other offers, because he actually got offered from South Carolina. Frank Martin actually offered him. I think Clemson. I don't know if they offered him, but they showed
They
interest.
came they came in late though, right?
Yeah, they all came after Murray State.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? He basically did like Deshaun Watson, like y'all, it is what it is. It's a wrap. But I was reading some more stuff on him. His coaches was just talking about, of course he got the athleticism and all that, but they was just like his basketball IQ is more impressive even than the athleticism. You know what I mean? And like the scoring and stuff, they was just saying like his basketball IQ is like super high. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad to hear that. Cause to me, like, okay, first thing, every time this day and age, every time somebody see a 6'3" athletic guard, they want to start calling him Westbrook. They want to compare him to Westbrook.
Yeah.
Which I get, you know what I'm saying? It's either Westbrook or, Derrick Rose before the injury, which I get that.
Right.
But believe it or not, I'm not as sold on him as a lot of people. Because I watched him, I watched almost every Bama game.
Right.
And I think he dropped 40 on Bama, if I remember correctly.
I think when I read today, it was 40, because I know he had like the dunk on them and the dunk on
Yeah.
somebody else, like in concurrent games or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, he had that dunk on Dante Hall.
Right. Right.
But yeah, but I'm really not like as sold on him as everybody else is. I know that
Hmm.
might sound crazy, but I'm not, man. I see Austin Rivers. That's what I see. Like,
I got you. I
I see an
got you.
athletic dude. You know what I'm saying? With another one of them funky looking jump shots. I just, you know how I be about jump shots anyway. I pretty much judge who I like and don't like by how they jump shot look.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
like, don't get me wrong, that dude can play, but when I saw him moving up to like, they talking about him moving up to like the number two overall pick and all that.
Right.
I don't know. I don't really know about that. I'm not saying I'm not saying he can't, what I'm saying, actually pan out and be that type of player. I'm just saying at this point I don't see it.
Right.
I
So
like I said, I see an athletic guard, you know what I'm saying? They can I think he passed better than Westbrook or Austin Rivers like at this point in his career. Westbrook is
right.
play and everything, but
But so for me, like I said, I hadn't seen like actual games, and you know how I am about that. Like I don't like judging off the highlights. You know what I'm saying? Because we can form a highlight tape and alleviate, and you can't really grade. You know what I mean? Of course, you can say, oh, he can shoot, he can jump, he fast, he whatever. You know what I'm saying? But to watch a player play the game, you can see the intangibles. You can see, you know what I mean? If you know what he's doing out there, you can see, you know what I mean, body language. Like you can read all kind of different stuff from watching a ball game. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't really judge if you watch somebody work out. Yeah, you can see if they can shoot. Yeah, you can see if they could dribble the ball, you know what I'm saying? But it's so many more elements of the game to that. You know what I'm saying? Like people oh yeah, yeah, Steph Curry shoot threes. Steph Curry is an excellent rebounder.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he is a excellent rebounder. Like, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And his
Like
handle.
Steph Curry, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, so everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody enamored, which I get it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying to watch the player. So, you know what I'm saying? I've been hearing the hype, like I say. I seen the highlights, and of course, you know what I mean, when he jumped over dude and all that. So,
Hmm.
all of that. But I've been planning to actually see if I could find any full like games on, you know what I mean, and watch them because I
Yeah.
want to see, you know what I
I
mean,
mean,
like
he definitely nice now. He got the athleticism. I'm just saying, like in terms of like it translating to the NBA. And I
yeah,
get it. A lot of young players don't really have that jumper like that in the beginning anyway. You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right,
So maybe I'm being a little hard on him or whatever. But I just, man, it's just something about it, man. I'm just not seeing it right now.
right, right.
Saying like
And I
I'm
mean,
saying like maybe a mid to late first round pick. I ain't tripping, but when you talking about the number 2 overall pick,
yeah,
all right, to me
yeah,
that's a little high.
yeah. No, I get it. But I mean,
From
and
what
it's
I've seen.
always yeah, and it's always gonna be that way though, cause like think about what I was saying about Saquon Barkley. Like it's always gonna be somebody to be like, I don't know. Like
Yeah,
people ain't know about. Some people were talking crazy. LeBron James. Some people talked about Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? Like, but it's always, but you never know. You know what I
right,
mean? And like I say, I hadn't seen enough actual game footage to
right.
say whether I think yay or nay. You know what I mean? But like I say, it wasn't even that I ain't like Saquon Barkley. I was just like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And you like, you crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Face like you crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm gonna watch him though, for sure. You know what I mean? I'm gonna definitely watch him because I wanna see, you know what I mean, and just get a kind of feel for him. But I feel where you coming from when it's like, especially with the way athletics so hit or miss. When you
Hmm.
talk about drafting somebody that high, you gotta be for sure. Like you gotta be definitely confident that
Yeah.
this player is going to be that guy.
Right. Right. Because in terms of like a small small school player like that, somebody coming from Murray State, I don't see like a Daniel Lillard, you know
Right.
what I'm saying, or like a CJ McCollum
CJ,
come
yeah,
from
yeah,
Lehigh. And all that. I don't see it. That's not what I see.
yeah.
I'm if I'm picking and I'm looking for a guard, I would probably pick Cam Reddish before I would pick somebody like that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
I'm disqualified to talk about Cam Reddish because you already know how I feel about Cam Reddish. So I'm gonna be biased if I'm talking about Cam. So you know what I'm saying? I love that dude, man. Like I
right.
really, 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 I think that dude gonna. I
I'm
think
telling you,
one
man.
day he gonna be like a 27 point per game NBA scorer, bro.
It,
I really do.
it sounds crazy, but I think he got the most potential out of any of them Duke players right now.
That's what I
Like I get
said.
it. I like Zion. I'm a Zion fan. But in
Right.
terms of what they're gonna be in the NBA, or in my opinion, what they're gonna be in the NBA, I think Cam Reddish is more of a pro style player. You know what I'm saying? He's
Man,
a he's a big guard, play on the wing. He can dribble, he can shoot. He's smooth. He got that little mid range pull up type game. He can get all the way to the bucket. I'm telling you, he remind me of Paul George. Of course, not to
absolutely.
that degree, but he kind of remind me of a Paul George type.
I just with the way he can score, man, like the NBA a one-on-one league, man.
Right.
Like his size, his shooting ability, and then on defense, him being so long, just be able to create havoc. Like he can be able to hold his own. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and he not like he not real thin. Like he got a nice weight on him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he gonna get stronger. I
Right.
wouldn't advise get that much bigger. I wouldn't, try to get no more bulk, but I would definitely. Of course, they all have to get stronger. But man,
Right.
I love that guy. Like for real, for real.
I
Like
I,
from the
I feel
time you told me about him when he was a sophomore, junior, whenever, when you told me
I
about him,
think sophomore.
huh?
I think he was a sophomore.
Yeah. From the time I watched him, I'm like, okay, he the real deal. Like, and I saw like maybe 3, 4 games, and then I even saw like where he got better. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
from the time when I watched him till all the way up to his senior year, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like me and Marcel like sat down and watched like a full game he was playing in, and just man, that dude can ball, man. That dude can ball. Like
I'm
you know what I'm saying?
I'm a Cam Reddish fan. But what
Yeah.
let's what you think? Because I've been hearing a lot of people try to find a comparison for Zion. What's your who is the person you compare him to the most, or have you seen anything like that before?
And that's always my answer. Like I really can't. No guy, nobody.
See,
Like this dude for me, man. I hear the Barkley, but Barkley wasn't nowhere near that explosive. Like, don't get me wrong, and you know I love Barkley and the athleticism he brought and the explosiveness and the rebounding and all of that. But uh, that
no,
big dribbling the ball,
I feel
shooting jumpers, like to get up off the floor that quick at that weight. As you
yeah,
know
and
what I said at first when I first saw him, I'm like, he's just bigger than everybody. You was like, I
yeah.
don't know, Mike, that Mike. Then Pace was like, no, Mike. Then I'm like, I gave it some time. Like, okay, yeah, he way more skilled than I thought. But
I'm a
like, I don't know, bro. I ain't got no comparison.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I don't think you can go with a single guy. You got to go with a mixture. So he got the body of Rodney Rogers, right?
Absolutely, always remind me of Rodney Ross. The left
And I
hand
feel like
always throw me in the mind of him.
he got more of a LJ type game, a Larry Johnson type game. I don't ever hear nobody
Yeah,
say that. I don't ever hear
bro.
nobody say that. But he kind of remind me of LJ a little.
That's the first time I heard LJ.
Yeah, because actually he's a little taller
That's
than LJ if you
first
think about it.
the first time I heard the LJ comparison. Is
Yeah,
right
because
now.
he undersized. LJ was
Hello.
explosive. You know, LJ was out there like a defensive end. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I breaking up?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah. Can you hear me
But
now?
yeah. I'm good. It was mine.
Okay.
But nah. So that was the first time LJ. That's the first. That's probably the best one because
Yeah.
LJ was that athletic, 6'6",
Yeah.
whatever
Six six,
they
six
what
seven. I don't really believe 6'7", but you know,
yeah, that fast,
that's
um,
strong,
that
explosive,
strong, explosive. He
and
couldn't dribble as well as Zion, but
right. And
he
at the end of his career, he was a better shooter.
right. Yeah, he was a better shooter at the end. But like I say, of course, he couldn't handle the ball like Zion. But that's probably the closest. Like I say, the left hand and he moved like Rodney Rogers to me.
Right.
But when I say move, just remind me of. But more
Yeah.
so, yeah, I would have to say, now dang, that's pretty good. LJ mixed with with Rodney Rogers. Um, he way smoother than I thought. Um, more Billy Owens a little bit in there with that regard.
Yeah.
Can pass the ball and stuff a little bit. Yeah, it ain't just one. It ain't just
Nah,
one.
nah. You gotta go with a combination.
Because I don't think he scores as well as Barkley.
Nah,
You
hell
know what
no.
I'm saying? Like nowhere near
And
Barkley got buckets
his rebounds are more spectacular, but he don't rebound as well as Barkley
as well as Chuck. Hell,
because because Chuck can go get you 20 boards. Like he
easy,
always say, if his shot ain't falling that night, he going to get 20 boards.
easy,
You know what I'm saying
easily, and that's what I'm saying. Like, and so that's why I was having an argument with Marcel the other day. I was like, I don't think Zion gonna be no scorer like that in the league. I said I give him a career best 1 year. He might get up to 22, 23, but I was
yeah.
like, he gonna probably hover around 19 to 20, whatever. But I was like, he
Yeah.
gonna do so many other things. Like, it ain't gonna be about that with him. You
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying?
I see kind of a Julius Randle type. You know what I'm saying for numbers wise. Like
Yeah.
I think Julius
Yeah.
Randle can do more. You know what I'm saying in a different system, but
Oh, for sure.
you know I don't really see Zion doing no more than that. But RJ Barrett, man, you know how I feel about him.
Yeah. I ain't been sold on him since he was in high school. Like,
I don't get it. I don't understand the hype. I mean, I get it. He score a lot of points, but he take a lot of shots. He aggressive as
I
hell.
like that's what I was gonna say. I love he aggressive. I like his size. Um, but he ain't nah. A couple with other guys, I think he could definitely like help out your team. Like if you
I
put
don't.
him, I do. I think if you put him, say you put him in a role like a Ben Simmons role, I think he could thrive. If you put him in a situation like
But
Phoenix,
coming out the bench,
no. I think if you put him at the one, and you put a guy like Book at the two, Kelly Oubre and Warren and Aiton and all them guys, I think you could. Because I wouldn't rely on him to score me a bunch of points. This is what I'm saying. Like I won't want him to get people in the mix. And I think in the NBA, see right now, I think he shoot too much. I think he do too much.
he do way too much.
But I
He's
get it.
overconfident.
Yeah, and I understand why. But I think in the NBA, you gonna tame that. You know what I'm saying? Because just like I think they would have won that Gonzaga game had they given the ball to Zion or Cam Reddish. They win that
Or,
game.
or Syracuse.
Yeah, that game too. Like almost messed up the Florida State game. So like I think if you put him in a situation like that situation in Phoenix, the only problem I would have with that situation in Phoenix is because they so young, which for me, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But I'm like, if you put him, say like I'm trying to think of the perfect storm for him. Um like okay, like if the Wizards kept Bradley Beal
Okay.
and you put him in a situation where Barrett the point guard, and you got enough veterans in there to keep him tamed, right? You ain't gonna have to rely on him to get you a lot of scoring. So you keep Beal and you get you a three, or you keep Otto Porter, but if you get you a three that can come in there and get busy, you know what I mean? And you keep Morris. I think in a situation like that, you got enough veterans around him to help him, to keep him tamed, to help him progress as a basketball player. Because I don't see him being no perennial all star. I don't see him being no franchise player. I see him being I see him being solid, but I see him being solid with a lot of help around him. I do.
And
I will put him as a big point guard.
I see I see Josh Howard at best, which ain't bad, you know. They ain't bad at all.
Josh
Josh Howard used to hoop.
Josh Howard, Josh Smith,
Josh Howard when he played with the
Howard,
Mavericks. Yeah,
Dallas.
yeah, from
Yeah,
Wake Forest.
okay. But I don't see him being as good a scorer as Josh Howard though. Like I
Probably
think
no.
Josh Howard, like, cause Josh Howard could score. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, and not saying RJ Barrett can't, but I wouldn't rely on him to
Josh
score.
Howard was an efficient scorer. RJ Barrett
Yeah.
just be chucking up shots, man. Like
And part of that though, Kevin, part of that is the number one player in the country tag, number two player, whatever, you move down, whatever. Um, you was the man, you 6'9", 6'10", whatever it is. And I get it. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? But because them dudes, a lot of them dudes they playing, they ain't in his class.
right.
But when you get to the NBA, and let's just say you guarding a Paul George, or Paul George guarding you, or Victor Oladipo, or LeBron James, or Kevin Durant, or a Greek Freak, or Kawhi, or Ben Simmons, it's a different story. And
Yeah,
you driving down the lane, and you staring in the face of DeAndre Jordan, or
yeah.
or or
Or
um
Rudy Gobert.
yeah, or my
I
man in
think
Detroit, Drummond.
Drummond.
You know what I
I
mean?
think
Like it's a different story.
I think Colin Sexton finding that out right now because he, in high school he can do whatever. He can make a move and go right by his guy and he got an easy layup at the bucket. But now when you get to the cup and you got a 7 footer standing there, it's a whole different ball game. And he having trouble finishing around the rim.
Right, right. So, and this the thing, like, which I feel like, I always say everything balances itself out. I think the league gonna calm back down, and the intermediate game is gonna
Yeah,
become so important,
yeah,
right? Because people gonna find out Steph Curry is an anomaly, dog.
right.
I ain't like he don't even count. Like when it come to
No, he don't.
shooting,
He don't at all.
he don't count. And Klay
And
Thompson
and
ain't
I was about to
far
say,
behind him.
and really Clay too. To me, the only thing that separates
Is the
Clay
ball handler.
and uh and Steph is the ball handling, but Steph's ability to shoot off the dribble. Clay don't shoot off the
Yeah,
dribble
yeah,
as Steph. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's the only
Clay,
difference, really.
Clay more, Clay more of that downhill Kobe Jordan. I'm getting to where my spot dribble.
Right.
I don't need to do because he's bigger than him too. So
Ain't
you
no
know what I mean?
wasted motion.
Yeah, like he don't need to do all that. And I tell people a lot of times, Steph and Kyrie do a lot of that because they have to, because they're smaller.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, it look good. That's just how great they are at dribbling the basketball. But a lot of that for them is necessary because they have to create so much more space. They can't elevate over the top of people like that. You know what I'm saying? So they have to do things and use diversions. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I just think the intermediate game, which is lost. I think a lot of the smaller guards will see
Yeah.
if you watch a Kyrie Irving, if you watch a Russell Westbrook, a John Wall, CJ McCollum, like
Mike.
Kimball Walker, Mike Conley, like these dudes intermediate game is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like okay, if you don't want to go back and watch Rich Hamilton and all them guys, we'll watch the current guys.
Right.
Look at how many mid-range jumpers Kyrie Irving gets and shoots and makes.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he utilized his quickness so well, and he get to his spot so well, and he shoot a lot of mid-range. He make a lot of mid-range. You know what I'm saying? But like, um, I just think like with I do think Barrett could be that Ben Simmons type of guy. Not as good, because I don't think he is talented as Ben Simmons. Like Ben Simmons got his gift to pass the ball is crazy.
Right.
Like he on
But
some
for him,
Jason Kidd type.
for him to be that good without being able to shoot at all,
It's
what I'm saying that
insane.
that says a lot about the rest of his game.
But like if you look at his like the way he passed the ball, like Jason Kidd, like like Chris Paul, them
Magic.
type of dudes. Magic. That's how he passed the ball.
Mhm.
And another person I feel passes the ball that way. I think Lonzo Ball passed the ball like that. I think
Man, yeah, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say I think with Lonzo has been so rough. The first year, all the issues with everything, everybody, all the hype with his father and all
That's
that.
it.
Okay, whatever.
That's exactly it, man.
But
Lonzo
like
Lonzo could be a damn good. Actually, he is a damn good point guard. But
he
man,
absolutely is.
Lonzo get a lot of heat, man, for all that stuff his daddy was doing, man. Like it's, I mean, the dude was a rookie last year, and people already talking about him being a bust. I mean, hey, come
That's
on, man.
insane. That's crazy to me.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy. That's crazy. Like I said, a guy that big, that fast, that passing ability, IQ level through the roof. Been playing basketball
Athletics.
that long. Yeah. No way. No way, man. I think no way. You know what I'm saying? But
I feel you on that. But
yeah.
before we get out of here, man, I gotta apologize to James Harden because when they was who I forget who it was asking was he in the
All
conversation as
time.
greatest scorer or all time greatest scorer. And I said no. I said no because scoring 40, you know what I'm saying, and scoring 50 a couple times to me don't put you in that category. You got to get when you start scoring in the 60s. That's when I can put you in that category. And he went ahead and took care of that. So yeah, I guess I got to put James Harden on that list now with Kobe and MJ and all them guys. So I got to apologize to him.
Well, listen, I'm gonna say this. Um, it's James Harden is like he a mystery, and the reason why I say that is like I've always liked James Harden, right? So when he came out and everybody was like, "Oh, James Harden," and a lot of people was like, "Who is he?" and da da da, and they was like, "Oh, he play like Paul Pierce," and I never agree with that. I'm like, no, he don't. You know what I mean? Like, so then he come into the league, go to the Oklahoma City team, coming off the bench, and everybody like he should start. I don't know the method to the madness, whatever. You know what I mean? Every coach had a reason for doing whatever they do, whatever. But he get traded, which I felt was crazy because I felt he was way more valuable than
Danny Buck.
yeah. And so, all right, he get traded. He go to Houston. Everybody immediately label him as a ball hog, and he don't play defense. Well, I tell people, go look at his years in Oklahoma City
Yep. He used to
and
lock up.
tell me, did he not play defense? And tell me that he was a ball hog. He was the point guard essentially in every close ball game down the stretch.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But like I used to tell people all the time with the whole Kobe Shaq thing, they was like, "Oh, look what happened." Yeah, when you lose somebody dominant as Shaq, you're going to struggle in some areas. Well, you take James Harden away from KD and Russell Westbrook, yeah, it's going to look different.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to shoot more. And quite honestly, who else was on that team in Houston? You know what I'm saying? But the reason, and then
Especially
like, yeah. And so I say he a mystery because like, why do so many people dislike him? Like, what does he
because
do to make people hate him?
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's the flopping, which ain't his fault because he's doing what the NBA and the refs allow him to do. It's the
Right?
flop and his ability to draw them fouls, which to me, his ability to draw a foul, that's a skill.
That's gamesmanship.
Man,
Yeah.
that's not something that just oh the refs like him so they gonna call a foul for him. Nah, man, he's setting that up. He's setting that up. You reaching in there, trying to get your hands on the ball because if you don't at least try to affect that shot, it's going in.
yeah.
You better do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saying
Yeah.
at this point right now, James Harden is unguardable, man. It's up to him.
Unguardable.
It's up to him. Like whether he want to score 40 or 50 or whatever, you can't guard him. It's just a matter of, is he going to be on tonight or not? That's what it
And
boils down to.
And so that's part of the reason why I say the mystery man, because like he don't do a lot of outlandish stuff like outside of basketball, where it's like, oh, that dude, a jacked up dude, like he don't do all the extra stuff. He pretty much chill on the court when he hoop. You know what I mean? Um, and then the other part is like the playoffs. Is it bad breaks? Is it him? Is he tired? Like what's up?
He got to be tired. That's got to be part of it. As much one on one basketball, as much as he have the basketball in his hand, as many plays as he have to make,
Right.
you gotta get tired, man. I mean, I understand, dude, young dude, like 29 years old or whatever, but
Yeah.
at some point, man, you gotta be tired, bro, doing all that
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like this man taking like 30 shots a game right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I think what
Right.
last 10 games maybe
Right.
he's shooting like over 30 shots a game, man.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane the number of shots he get up. And then we talking about playing the NBA schedule. Like
Right,
he not playing in the Y League.
right,
Like, you know what I mean? Like this dude playing NBA players. Like
exactly.
they play Philly and then they turn around and play in New York, then they playing.
And then
So like, you know,
and then he's seeing the best defender every night.
absolutely.
It ain't like he's seeing, you know what I'm saying, like Dennis Schroeder guarding him and that like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like this dude seeing like Jimmy Butler and Paul George, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like all of these good defenders, man. Like Marcus Smart, dudes like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of dudes he's seeing. You know what I'm
And
saying?
not to mention he expected to play defense. He
Right.
expected to do all this other stuff, and it's amazing what he doing though. You know what I mean? Like I told somebody the other week, I was like, I know he could score, but like I
That's
know,
what I was saying. Like,
I promise you, like I know it was like this, and I never, like I said, I never disliked James Harden, and I don't understand so much hate for James Harden. Like, what does he do? Like he does not he hoop.
exactly.
Like that's what he does. He hoops. I mean, I get it if like he killing your team or something like that, but I ain't never had no favorite NBA team. I always just had favorite players. But so I don't know. Like this what
No.
he doing right now though, man. He is unbelievable, man.
Yeah, this is like some Kobe level stuff right here.
Seriously. Seriously, like so we pull in last night to basketball practice. I get ready to get out of the car, get my phone, it buzzed. James Harden got 37 and a half. Oh, what? So I tell I tell the boys, I say, hey man, I said James Harden got 37 at halftime. They go crazy. Why are we going in the gym? Now, mind you, one of the boys in the car on the way, they talking. I said, like, who your favorite player? He like James Harden, boom, boom. So we get in there. We're going over some plays, boom, boom. Five come off and say, hey, y'all, James Harden had 61. They go crazy. Like, because it's unreal. Because it
Right.
seems like every single night I'm like looking up, he got 30 and 40 and it's crazy, man. Like
Right.
it's crazy. And if even if I say it like this, even if you don't like him, you gotta like
Gotta
be
respect it. Cause
come on,
and you
man.
know what's crazy is he have he had the ball in his hand so much that when he dropped 40, he's still getting 12 assists.
For
That's
sure.
crazy.
That's what I was telling I had coach, I was like, hey man, like this dude giving you 50 with 13 dimes though.
Right.
Like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like and you know what I mean? Like basketball is evolved so much. It's so much around the three, so much around analytics, so much around all of that. Bump all that. Let's
Right.
just watch this dude play and appreciate what he doing, man. Like
Right.
this dude going crazy. Like Eddie House was on Undisputed yesterday, and he was just like, "Hey man, Yeah, Paul George a candidate and LeBron he said it's a wrap.
Right.
It's a wrap. Like, I'm sorry, MVP is a wrap.
Yeah, it is. I ain't gonna lie. I would like to see my boy PG get some love though. But I mean, I'm an OKC fan, so
But nah, I'm with you like
I ain't gonna say I'm an
Paul
OKC
George
fan,
hooping.
but I'm a fan of Westbrook. I'm a fan of PG. So
Yeah.
I want to
Nah,
see him get some love. But no, you're right. It's over with.
yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's over
And
with.
I love PG for real. You know I do. And but man, hey man, that boy, he going crazy.
Yeah, James on some other stuff, man.
Yeah, James going crazy, man. James going crazy. They play tonight.
I don't know. Let me check the schedule and see what we got tonight. It's Thursday, so I know it ain't gonna be but a couple games, probably 3 games,
Right, right.
2 TNT games. Nah, I don't play tonight. Actually, you got 4 games tonight. You got Pelicans and Thunder. You got Warriors and Wizards. Why would they put Warriors and Wizards on TV? Nobody want to see that. Wizards gonna get blown out. But then you got the Blazers and the Suns and the Lakers and the Wolves.
Lakers and the Wolves like the best one
Right.
because the
Cause
Blazers
cause
don't
AD
kill
out.
the sun.
Pelicans.
Yeah, yeah, he hurt.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up, man. You got anything else you wanna put out there? Discuss.
Nah, man. Hey, we got another weekend between that Super Bowl, so as it get
Yeah.
closer, we can kind of dissect that a little bit. But um, nah, pretty much, because about to get some good games this weekend. You know what I mean? As far as
Hmm.
basketball go, and that Senior Bowl should tell a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Which you know what? Not until recent years that I really even realized how much they evaluated at the Super Bowl and how much stock I'm at the Senior Bowl and how much stock a lot of those scouts and GMs put into that.
Oh,
So
it's
yeah, it's big, way bigger than I ever thought. Within the past recent years, I saw like, man, okay, they put a lot of stock into it, but so that'll be good. And yeah, so like I say, it's always something moving in the sports world. So we'll never not have nothing to talk about. You know
and,
what I'm
and then
saying?
I'll be on that boxing, so that's where
Right.
I'll be
Which
this weekend. And you got the return of Keith One Time Thurman this weekend, so I'll be watching that.
and I meant to tell y'all, you and Pace, because man, I kind of like was just off. I
Yeah,
was off it. So
I was like
now
that for a while.
I found myself now, as you can see, you know what I mean, like watching it more and getting re-engaged to it, man. It's some like you told me though about a year ago. It's some good some a lot of good talent out there,
Yeah,
young talent, man, and I'm starting to see it. Plus, they starting to do it like they did it when I was coming up. You remember when we was
yep.
coming up? They have boxing on CBS and
It's on
boxing on
network TV right
USA.
now. That's
Yeah,
got a lot to do with Al Heyman and the PBC. You know,
yeah,
he changing the game, man. Cause everybody ain't got Showtime. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And
right,
HBO they done with boxing for now. They ain't really they done with it for now. But
right,
everybody ain't got Showtime, and everybody can't afford to buy pay-per-views and all that. So you know what I'm saying. Of course, you know what I'm saying. Boxing gonna die a little bit if it's not on network TV like that. But now with the PBC, they done bring it to Fox. You know what I'm saying. And then you got Top Rank. Now they on ESPN. So you get to
right.
watch Terrence Crawford and Lomachenko and all these dudes is considered pound for pound. You get to watch these dudes on ESPN now.
Right, right, yeah. Cause see, that was huge. Like when I coming up, me and my dad just sit there and just watch boxing. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? 'Cause my
used to
dad a
watch
huge boxing fan.
fights on the USA Network, Tuesday night fights and stuff like that on USA when I was coming up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You was like Marcel can't even believe that. Like, man,
Yeah.
boxing used to come on like, and that's how I used to know like all the boxers. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up, man.
All right, man. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. We got practice at 6. I gotta go over here and pick up one of the boys, man. Get over there. We supposed to be scrimmaging tonight, man. We getting ready to go to Portland out there. Couple weeks.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, yeah. Yup.
All right, bro. Take it easy, man.
All right, man. I'll holler at you.
Yep.
All right.